Welcome to the new video. So today I'm going to start the second topic, that is the stem. Last class I had completed about root, modifications of root and regions of root. In this video I'm going to complete stem and modifications of stem. So starting with the topic, what are the features that distinguish a stem from a root? So the question is, what are the distinctive characters of stem, or what is the difference between the stem and the root? So the first thing is, stems are positively phototrophic and negatively geotrophic. Okay, and roots are negatively phototrophic and positively geotrophic. Next, so I think I have given the answer also. The stem is the ascending part of the axis bearing branches, leaves, flowers and fruits. So stem is the ascending part of the axis, that means it goes upwards, that means it ascends, and the root is the descending part of the axis, and roots has only root hairs. Okay, but stem has branches, leaves, flowers and fruits. Okay, then it develops from the plumule of the embryo of a germinating seed. See, if you take a germinating seed, I think it's given over here somewhere. uh, yeah, over here you can see in this image. See, if you take this as a seed, okay, here this is plumule which grows into the coming up shoot system. Okay, such shoot. Okay, such double to shoot. Okay, and this is the radical which grows into the upcoming root system. Radical grows into the root system and plumule goes into the shoot system. Okay, then the plumule of the embryo of a germinating seed. Okay, a plumule develops into the stem or the shoot system. Then the stem has nodes and internodes. This is very important point. It has nodes and internodes. Okay, it has branches, leaves and fruits. Nodes and internodes. This is a very important point. The region of the stem. Okay, they are explaining what do you mean by nodes and internodes in the next point. The regions of the stem where leaves are born are called as nodes. Okay, the region of the stem where leaves are born are called as nodes, while the internodes are the position between two nodes. Okay, so let us take, this is an XYZ stem, XYZ plant, and this is the stem of that plant. So if we take, this is the whole stem. Okay, here a leaf arises, here also a leaf is there, here also a leaf is there. Okay, and here also a leaf is there. So this is the portion called as node. Okay, and this whole portion is called as internode. Is it clear? This is node and this is internode. Okay, then the stem bears buds. Okay, the stem bears buds which may be terminal or axial. So stem has buds which may be terminal or axial, that means at the tip of the stem or maybe in between the stem. Okay, the stem is generally green when young and later becomes brown. Okay, woody and brown. So when it is young it is green when it is young, and later becomes woody and dark. Okay, the main function of the stem is spreading out branches bearing leaves, flowers and fruits. So the main function is for spreading out, okay, bearing leaves, flowers and fruits. This is the main purpose of stem. But apart from these also, okay, it does some more activities. Okay, so and one of the most important function of the stem is conduction of water and minerals. Okay, so This is also one of the very important point. So what are the important points, or the what are the important functions, or the main functions done by the stem is they bear leaves, flowers and fruits. Okay, they are spread out, they help in spreading out, and also they conduct water and minerals, and also photosynthesis. Some younger stem, okay, do photosynthesis also. Some stems perform the functions such as storage of food, support and protection, and the vegetative propagation also. So, apart from the main functions like spreading out of branches, bearing of leaves, flowers and fruits, and also conduction of water and minerals, and also photosynthesis, apart from these main functions, okay, some stems are performing some additional functions such as storage of food, support to the plant body, protection of the plant body, and also vegetative propagation, okay, or vegetative reproduction. So modifications of stem. Coming to the next topic, or the next subtopic, modification of stem. The stem may not always be typically like what they are expected to be, okay. They are modified to perform different functions. Undergo Underground stem of potato, ginger, turmeric, zameen khand are modified to store food in them. So the first thing is storage of food. Okay, storage of food in what? Potato, ginger, turmeric, and zameen khand. Okay, so these are the stems. Okay, these are the stems which store food in them. Okay, they also act as an organ of penetration to tide over conditions unfavorable to growth. Sorry, it's perennation. It also acts as organ of perennation to tide over conditions unfavorable for growth. That means, see, when the conditions are there, when it's it's like very much unfavorable for growth and all, so this help for upcoming, okay, like it go through the situation, it helps in go through the situation. Then the stem tendrils. So the next part is, after storage of food, the next modification is tendrils, which develops from the axillary buds. Okay, axillary buds are slender and spirally coiled and help plant body to climb. Okay, such as cucumber, pumpkin, and watermelon, and also in grapevines. Okay, so there are tendrils, like, okay, wait, shall I show tendrils? Okay, so this figure A, these all are examples of storage. Okay, ginger, zameen khand and potato, these are modifications of stem. Okay, the first is ginger, and second is zameen khand, and the third one is potato. Okay, these are all examples of storage of food. Okay, and the second one is axillary buds. Axillary buds modified into tendrils. Okay, stem modified into tendrils. Okay, this can be seen in what? It can be seen in cucumber, pumpkin, and watermelon. Okay, so where was I? Next, axillary buds of stem may also get modified into woody, straight, and pointed thorns. So the next point is about thorns. First was storage of food, then comes tendrils, then comes thorns. Okay, thorns are found in many plants such as citrus and bougainvillea. Okay, they protect a plant from browsing animals. So about thorns, the example is citrus and bougainvillea. Citrus fruits like lemon and all. Okay, lemon plant has thorns, and bougainvillea also has thorns. So thorns are for protection from the browsing animals like the cattle, okay, the cow, the goat and all. Those eat, okay, those eat the plants. So for protection they have thorns, and thorn is modification of stem. Okay, then coming to the arid plants. Okay, some plants of arid region modify their stem into flattened or fleshy cylindrical structure. They contain chlorophyll and carry photosynthesis. Okay, and carry out photosynthesis. So, like stem of some plants like opensia and euphorbia, okay, uh, is modified into flattened or fleshy cylindrical structure respectively, and they contain okay, chlorophyll to carry photosynthesis. This was the fourth modification. Then comes underground stem. Okay, underground stem of some plants such as grass and strawberry, etc. Spread to new niches, and when older parts die, new plants are formed. In plants like mint and jasmine, a slender lateral branch arise from the base of the main axis, and after growing aerially for some
Short.
time arch downwards to touch the ground. A lateral branch which with it internode, and each node bearing a roselet of leaves and a tuft of roots is found in aquatic plants like Pistia and Eichhornia. In banana, pineapple, okay, the lateral branches originate from the basal and underground portion of the main stem, grow horizontally beneath the soil, and then come out obliquely upward, giving rise to leafy shoot. So here, first thing they are explaining about the underground stem. Like some plants like grass and strawberry have underground stem, okay, which help in spreading to new niches. Okay, here what happens is like it spreads, okay, it spreads out, and when the older part dies off, okay, it cuts itself and forms a new plant body. And like in plants like mint and jasmine, okay, a slender lateral branch arises from the base of the main axis. Here a splendor arises from the base of the main axis, and after growing aerially for some time arch downwards, that means for sometimes it grows aerially, that means upwards, and after sometimes it arches downwards to touch the ground. Okay, this is seen in mint and jasmine. A lateral branch with shoot with a short internode, and each node bearing roselet of leaves and tuft of roots is found in aquatic plants like Pistia and Eichhornia. See, and then there is another variety, okay, another modification of stem which is used for vegetative propagation only. See, over in this whole para they are explaining types of vegetative reproduction or vegetative propagation of stem. Okay, so here in Pistia and Eichhornia, like there is only okay, here over here you can see, okay, this is for Eichhornia and Pistia. Okay, like here a lateral branch with short internode, sorry, not that one, short internode, and each node bearing a roselet of leaves and tuft of roots is found in aquatic plants like Pistia and Eichhornia. This is a very simple statement, you can understand. If you are not understanding, you can see the diagram, that is very much clear. Okay, and then comes the next variety, okay, where in banana and pineapple the lateral branches originate from the basal and the underground position of the main stem. Okay, here the lateral branches come out from the basal and the underground portion of the main stem. So main stem is not in the aerial, but it is underground. Okay, the main stem is underground. Okay, and the lateral branches come out. That means the lateral what we are seeing is the lateral branches. Okay, the lateral branches originate from the basal and underground position of the main stem. Okay, is it very much clear? Okay, main stem grow horizontally beneath the soil and then come out obliquely upward, giving rise to a leafy shoots. Okay, So the main stem is below the ground, that means it is the underground. Okay, and it grows horizontally beneath the soil and then come out obliquely upward, giving rise to a leafy shoot. Is it very clear? So this completes about the stem and modification of the stem. If you like my explanation, please subscribe, hit the like button and share as much as possible. If you are feeling very much comfortable with my explanation, please share it to your friends, so that if they do not understand any of the topics, they can go through the video and make it clear. If you have any doubts, please feel very much free to comment down. Okay, the main aim of my videos is to explain you if you are not understanding anything, because in this situation, okay, where you can't attend school and all, it I think it would be very much beneficial to you. Thank you.